Hey guys, how's it going? Today I wanted to talk about a really interesting question I heard on a radio show I often listen to. This person was asking this question about whether or not they should be comforting some of their family and loved ones, friends and loved ones, who were in a great deal of distress because of laws limiting their access to things like gay marriage or things like that. And they were asking, is it inappropriate for me to comfort them? Because I don't, what they said was in this question was the things that they're desiring are objectively immoral. That's what the church teaches us, that those things are immoral and not okay, and are evil and destructive to the human character. So should I be comforting them despite it being for these things that they see as very terrible things? Because that's what the church teaches us. And when I heard this question, my thought is, my gut response is absolutely yes, without question. So I want to talk a bit about why. Why is my response so adamantly yes, absolutely, you should be trying to comfort those people? It's because what you're doing is not consoling or supporting these behaviors which are by their nature destructive to the human person. See, that's a major part of Catholic ethics, and what the Catholic Church teaches us that is appropriate or inappropriate. It's things that are by their nature destructive to the human flourishing or human nature. So when the Catholic Church, when the magisterium are considering problems like homosexual marriage or homosexual relations, things like that, what they're seeing, or what we're discussing, is whether or not this kind of thing is coherent with human nature or incoherent with it. And so if we come up with a solution, if we come to an answer that says, no, you shouldn't engage in these things, it's because the belief is that there is some quality about it that is not consistent with human nature, with the way that we're meant to be, our metaphysical qualities. And by engaging in them are therefore destroying our natural function. A common example is engaging in pornography and masturbation. See, there's a natural order that our sexuality must take, that it's something it's meant for. And when we engage in pornography and masturbation, we are separating ourselves from the intended function of that ability, from our ability to reproduce and come together with another person in the act of reproduction. So engaging in pornography and masturbation is personally destructive to our nature, to our ability to do those things. So should we be comforting people who have this desire, despite the desire being for illicit things? And it is absolutely yes. I think the most Catholic answer to this is yes, we should absolutely be comforting those people. Why? Because what you are not doing by comforting them is saying, no, these things are really okay. See, it is a very Catholic teaching. It is something very crucial in the Catholic teaching to recognize that we are broken and that we desire things we shouldn't desire. There's actually a prayer the priest says during Mass. It's when he goes to the side and the server brings forward water and wine, or the water in a bowl, and they pour the water over the priest's hands. And while the priest is having the water poured over his hands, he says, Wash me, O Lord, from my iniquity and cleanse me from my sins. I absolutely love this prayer. This is one of my favorite prayers in the whole Mass because it's communicating two things. One really important thing that it's communicating is that we have iniquity. What's iniquity? Iniquity is, it literally means like a bend, to be not straight, right? Imagine if you had like a pipe or a bar that's meant to go straight out or stick straight up and down, and it doesn't, it like curves. So what we're talking about, what the priest is meaning when he prays this prayer is that we're bent. Our nature doesn't go straight and true. We have a tendency towards something not of God, something sinful. So we're not just asking, the second part of the prayer is, and cleanse me from my sins, because our sins are different than our iniquities. Those are distinct things. Our tendency towards evil and are actually doing evil are two different things in Catholic theology and in Catholic morality. So we can have this desire for things that aren't necessarily okay, that are not necessarily a good thing. We can desire something that is not a good thing or not good for us and still not engage in sin. So the one time I would say that maybe we shouldn't be comforting our friends and our family and loved ones, is if the way we're comforting them in some way makes them think that these immoral behaviors are okay. Because that's not the way that the Catholic Church views things. See, there's that distinction between the desire for the evil and doing the evil. So what we want to do is connect with that person in their humanity, in their emotions. They are feeling genuine feelings. They are genuinely upset. And that's a very natural thing. Like if my 2-year-old understands this. My 2-year-olds experience this. You want something, there's a way that you want things to be or something that you want to have or do, and you can't have or do, or it's not that way. And the natural reaction to that scenario of wanting something and not being able to have that thing, the natural reaction is upset or distress. My 2-year-old knows this. I know this. I've gone through this. So it may not be appropriate to be desiring illicit things, immoral things, things that are naturally destructive to our being. But what is natural is to be upset when we can't have those desires. So, should you comfort people? Should you comfort your friends and loved ones who are desiring something immodest or immoral? Yes. Absolutely yes. If we look at this at maybe even a slightly less like academic approach, like or even personalized approach, what are we saying to people if they're desiring something that we don't think is okay or immoral? And because they're distressed about it, our response is to say, you should do better. Or you should be better than that. You should just not be distressed about that. All we're going to do is confirm. See, a lot of people think Catholics hate or are hateful because of these teachings. All we're going to do if we say those kinds of things is confirm that belief. And that's not what we want to do. Our goal should not be to confirm those things, because the truth is not that the Catholic Church is hateful. So, yes, if you have friends who struggle like this and who find these things upsetting, we should be there next to them, helping them understand and helping them work through those feelings, because that's how we have a relationship with them. And that's how we don't alienate them from the light that is God. So yes, if you have friends who struggle like this, don't be affirming, like don't in a way that says, oh, these things we believe are immoral are actually okay. That's not our goal. Our goal is to say, you are in distress, you are upset, you are hurting. And I don't want that for you. I'm going to be here with you in the way you're feeling and be close to you and be your friend. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video. A little bit different than my normal format. So let me know if you like it. Hit the like button down below. If you have any comments, thoughts, disagreements, whatever, throw them in the comments box. I try to respond to every single comment. So please, absolutely go down there and hit those in the comment box. If you want to see more videos like this, then also hit the subscribe button. That way I will show up in your feed, and if you ring the bell, you'll be notified every time I upload. Thank you guys so much for watching again. God bless.